Okay, let me get my... I think he ate all the chips, so... Oh. Hello, you guys. Hello, you guys. Are you gonna throw up on my rug again? Huh? I'm so behind, you guys. I'm so behind today. Supposed to be up painting bottles already. And I have to leave, I have to be off in 2 hours, so I might have time to paint one bottle and not seal it. If I even paint anything today now. I'm not feeling so good. I don't know why. I feel like I might be coming down with something that's weird. I felt like that since early this morning. Ow. Remember I told you I have that nail appointment. The pedicure might be getting canceled. Because my dad's not doing well. They were going to get their toes done for their trip. I was going to go with them. And he's not feeling good because this whole fucking mess is really affecting his health. This whole mess that Amanda doesn't give two rats ass about her father is really affecting his health bad. And so he might not be able to go tonight. So it sounds like I was going to be gone at the salon for like 3 or 4 hours because we were going to do nails and then we were going to stay there and wait for my dad to get there for toes. But now he's sick. And they were supposed to be leaving to New York tomorrow for her birthday. But they might not be going anymore because he's sick. So the toes might get canceled and their New York trip might get canceled. So it sounds like we might just be doing nails today and canceling toes. And they might be canceling their trip. So my nails aren't even ready yet. I'm not even due to even need my nails done yet. But I don't want to fall off track. Let me move all this stuff. I don't want to fall off track. We're just gonna go stand up right here because I'm just not in the mood to go move everything right now. Like chargers and plants and flashlights and everything's in my way. My dad, we went last night to my brother's fiance's birthday dinner. Mexican food. My dad made it. Remember we went, Matt had to leave because of baseball. He stayed and left because of baseball. Oh shit. So he came for dinner and left. And I could just tell my dad was not feeling good. He kept saying, let me get a drink. He kept clearing his throat. I could tell he wasn't feeling good. And, we had dinner. Matt cooked the meat. I got everything ready with him. We pushed out dinner. We ate, Matt left, and then everybody had a good time. We stayed around the fire, had dessert, hung out. Like I said, Matt left. But I could tell towards the end of the night, he kept saying, I need to go in and get something to drink. And I could just tell. I know my dad, he wasn't feeling good. I could tell. I'm sorry I'm standing here today, guys. I don't feel like clearing up the table right now. Oh my God. Crafts. Well, the painted bottles are over there. Half painted bottles because I thought I was going to get up and start painting this morning, but anyway, long story short, the day's just gone right by me. And she threw up on the rug. I don't feel like dealing with my new rug right now, so we're just going to stand here. So anyway, I could tell something wasn't good, right? So we had a nail appointment at 3:30, right? And then we were going to stay the whole time. And my dad was going to meet us there to get a pedicure before they leave for New York tomorrow. They're going to New York for Donna's birthday. So Donna and I were going to be there for a couple hours. My dad was going to meet us there because they have the day off today. So we were going to go get our nails, wait for my dad. But she texted me and said, Dad's sick today. He's still sleeping right now, which is not like him at all. He's up at 6 a.m. And so she might be canceling the trip and she might be canceling the pedicure. Which means it would just be a nail appointment. We were going to do both because, like I said, they're leaving town. I don't even need mine yet. Because remember, she was sick, so it kept getting rescheduled, so I haven't even had them 2 weeks. But we go together, so she needed hers done. So I said, hell, what the hell with it, whatever. So I love my burritos, Felicia. But this whole thing is really affecting my dad's health. And if I'm going to be the one to say it, I don't care. My dad is my everything. My dad is like the best father in the world. And the fact that she can sit there and say that he's not makes me very sick and sad inside. He is more than any father could be. Unconditional love. And she'll take what I say and run with it. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying he's perfect. Nobody's perfect. He might not like certain decisions that we make in our life, but what dad doesn't? He might not like this social media thing. And now I can kind of see why he doesn't. Because look at the bullshit that's happened on here. Before, he didn't like it just because he's more of an old school kind of guy. You work 9 to 5. You know what I mean? You don't put your whole life on social media. They don't really agree with the whole eating on live. They're just more like old school, I'll say. Right? They're more old school. They've never really cared for the whole social media thing. And so there is small truth to what, Amanda says, but she takes a sliver of truth and then runs with it. But there is a small truth to that where, they haven't liked certain decisions, and that was one of them. My dad wants more for us. He wants us to have steady income. He wants us to have, you know what I'm saying? And I get that coming from a dad. There's a lot of dads that just are not so liking this social media thing. And now I can kind of understand. Because now he has every reason to feel that way. Because social media is what broke up his entire family. And it's not even social media. It's her taking it to social media. But in your mind, right, what person would like social media at this point anymore? So in his mind, he's thinking, I fucking told you I hate that social media. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not necessarily social media. She took it to social media. It's just social media. You get up, you're reminded of it every time you see it. People take it, they run with it. It's posted everywhere. You're always reminded of it. You know what I mean? It's just the world of social media. And he wants what's best for us, He doesn't understand getting on live with a bunch of people you don't know and telling your whole life story. He doesn't understand that. He just doesn't understand that. Who sits and watches somebody eat? He doesn't understand. You don't know these people. Why do you care what they think? And again, that's just him protecting me, wanting what's best for me, and not understanding. And like I always tell him, we might not see eye to eye. This is what I've chosen to do. This is what I want to do. They mean something to me. They are there for me. They love me. They support me. They believe in me. They've been there from day one. And they are family to me. They're not just people. They're family. if he did social media, I think he would understand that. But from the outside world, you have to understand where he's coming from. Someone that's never done it, they don't get it. They don't understand it, and that's okay. But you will never see me run my dad in the dirt. You will never see me get on here and disclose, and I'm saying it now for a point. I'm proving a point right here. You will never see me get on here and tell you those things about my family because I keep those things private. But now I can understand why he feels that way because, yes, it's not social media. It's his daughter that took it to social media. But social media is this thing where that person tells that person, then it's on that page, and that person tells that page, and you can't even go on there anymore without being reminded of it. You can't even turn on your app anymore without being reminded of it, right? So in some way, I can see, and he already felt this way before this happened. I'm just saying, like, now I'm like, no wonder you don't like fucking social media. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's not social media, it's his daughter, but my point in this, you guys, and the reason I'm telling you this is because nobody's perfect, okay? Every daughter or son or father or mother will have disagreements where they might not understand the decision that you're making. But they don't have to understand the decision you're making. I'm almost 33 years old. I can make the decision I want. My stepmom will tell him that, I'll tell him that. Whether you disagree with her decision or not, she's an adult. But that doesn't mean you get to get on here and tell the whole world what a piece of shit your father is because he doesn't support you. That's a cop-out. Dad, he didn't just check out because you do social media. He might not understand it, and you might not have the support that you want in it, but it doesn't give you a right to come on here and slander your family because she constantly talks shit about how dad doesn't support her. He might not support so much in that, but he is the most supportive father I've ever met in my entire life. He is. He's more old-fashioned. That's okay. Look at me. Look at my relationship with my father, and I do it. I just tell him respectfully, Dad, you don't have to like it, but I'm doing it anyways. They're not just people to me. They mean something to me. You don't have to understand it, but it's not going to change. My decision is not going to change. This is what I want for my life. This is what I like to do. And all they can do is respect you of that, right? But it doesn't mean you're going to have a shit relationship with them because of it. It just means they want more for you. So it doesn't give you a right to get on here and say that he's just a piece of shit, which she has literally said, because you don't see eye to eye with him on something. You can still have a great relationship with him. He's the most supportive person in the world. He's given us the world. He has literally given us the world, you know? It is scary, for sure. Because my dad is everything to me. Exactly, Laura, exactly. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I'm not saying that. No relationship is perfect. Believe me. It doesn't give you the right to get on here and say that you're going to tell him to kiss your ass and he's a piece of shit. And I'm not saying this is true, but this is what I was told yesterday. If my dad comes to me, I'm going to pull my pants down and I'm going to tell him to kiss my fucking ass. Again, Amanda, if you're watching this, I'm not accusing you, but this is what I was told, she said yesterday. That my parents just had sex and had me. They're not any parents. Do you even understand what that will do to a parent? Do you understand what those words are when you say them to people? Do you understand what those words mean? The father that has been there for you no matter what, the father that has paid your bills, the father that paid your rent, that put a house over your head, the father that paid $27,000 to get you to rehab, the father that has loved you all your life when our childhood was hard and mom wasn't there, your dad was. Your dad was. I just don't understand how you can do this to somebody. And I sit here and watch it literally deteriorate him. Literally. To where now he is sick It's affecting his health. And I don't care if they get mad at me for saying this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't think they would. Again, my dad doesn't like things out on social media, but I'm going to put this out there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because I have to sit here and watch him hurt. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it. He's like, but what did I do? I've been there for her for day one. I paid her bills. I loved her. I supported her. I've been there. I might not agree with all the decisions you make in your life, but no father deserves this. And I sit there and watch him literally deteriorate. And it's just like, I will never understand the words coming out of her mouth. And again, I don't know if it's true, but I was told yesterday, she said that she will pull her pants down and tell him to kiss my fucking ass. And they're not parents. They just had sex and had me. Who says that kind of shit? You know? No, they won't be upset. It's just, I don't care. I'm going to put it out there. My stepmom wouldn't be upset because I'm having his back. And my dad probably wouldn't be either, but my dad would rather the world not know how he's feeling and what he's going through, but I don't give a fuck at this point. If I'm going to sit here and say it loud and clear because it's affecting me in my life, isn't that what she always says? It's affecting me. It's my story. Well, this is my story. Because I'm sitting here watching my father rot. I'm sitting here watching his health deteriorate because it is affecting him so bad. He cries. He's hurting. I don't get it. I don't get how you can do this to your family. I have never in my life seen my father so broken. So broke. Oh, fucking, it's always, how can I get views? Exactly, Angelina. It's always something. It's always about her. And again, I don't know if those words really did come out of her mouth. If he comes up to me, I'll take my pants down and tell him to kiss my ass. I can hear her saying something like that. You don't even stop to think how this could be affecting us. You don't even stop to think what you are doing to us. Forgive me for a moment. I'm strong, okay? I've dealt with this for 2 years. Do you not know what honor your mother and father means? Do you not know what those mean? When I watch him cry, I can't even explain what it does to me. And he tries so hard to brush it off, but I know when it's affecting him. I just knew yesterday when I was there, something was wrong with him. I told my stepmom, I knew something was wrong with him. What I don't understand is a father that's been there for you, that's loved you. You say how your mother was never there for you, right? Your mom wasn't there for you during your childhood, right? Mom left us like you told the whole internet. Because you'll try to twist it and say I'm talking shit about her now. No, I'm not. I'm calling you on your words. You said mom left us our whole childhood. So where was your dad? Where was your dad? Oh, that's right. He was there. He was there for our entire life. He never walked out. So as you sit there and say that your dad's a piece of shit, you should remember who's always been there for you. You should remember who's never walked out on you. You should remember who paid all your bills before you did this. You should remember who paid your rent every month before you did this. You forget the things he did for you. You say don't bite the hand that feeds you, right, Amanda? But I think you forget what he's done for you. I don't even understand how you're doing this to him. I'm like, I will never understand it. I will never understand it. There is no better father. There is none. I have the best one. And again, I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying we don't argue. I'm not saying we don't see eye to eye. There are things we don't see eye to eye on. Like I said, social media is one of them. We bump heads a lot. But it doesn't make him a unsupportive father. It doesn't make him a piece of shit. It doesn't make him not love you like you tell everybody. How is that not love? How is that not love? And now it's just, I'm watching it affect his health in so many ways. Me either, Ash. I don't get it. I don't get it. And that brings me to something. She's blocked. She's not ever welcome back on this page again. And I'm not going to disclose her name. There has been somebody that has been proven to be a snake in my eyes. Somebody that's been with us a while. You may notice they're gone now, and they're never coming back. They were caught on Amanda's page talking bad about me. It's sad, Ashley, and if something happens to him because of this, she will never forgive herself. And I'm saying this loud and clear because I know she's going to see it. You are literally affecting his health. And you know what I'm talking about. You sit here and you say that Dad just didn't look right. She said, I saw this picture of him and he didn't look like he was doing good. So this is what you do? You saw a picture of him stalking us on social media, I'm sure. And you said that he didn't look good. And this is what you do? Wow. Unreal. Anyway, there's a lady who got caught. Somebody messaged it to me this morning. She got caught on Amanda's page talking bad about me. She said I was sneaky. She will no longer support me. And that I'm ill. I look ill. I look ill. Well, I have some news for you guys, okay? Think what you want about me. I don't care. Let me make this loud and clear. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't care. You're on my platform. If you don't like it, you can exit the live. My nice and Brittany inside of me is running very thin, as you can see. I have struggled my entire life gaining weight. I have shared this with you before. I have, just as hard as it is for you to lose, is as hard as it is for me to gain. You see the sweets I eat, you see the food I eat. I don't gain weight, and I've struggled my whole life for this. So you want to go talk shit about me on her page and say I look ill? Go ahead. I don't care. You are gone and not welcome back here again. You are two-faced. You come over here, you talk shit about her, and you go over there and you know who you are. And you go over there and then you talk shit about me. And you say that I'm ill looking. How does me looking ill have anything to do with what is going on? How does that have anything to do with what was going on? Amanda's going to try to hit me where it hurts right now. And that's my medical. Because Amanda knows the insecurities that I live with. Amanda knows the things that affects me the most in my life. So she's going to try to kick me where it hurts. And that's one of them. She's going to try to convince you that I look ill because I'm on something. When you're skinny and you're so thin like me, you will get dark circles. And I got news for you, Amanda. You have dark circles as well, so don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. So when you're thin, it happens, people, okay? If you don't struggle with it, then you don't know. But getting somebody on something that they've struggled with their whole life makes you a piece of crap as a person. To sit there and talk, say whatever you want about me. Call me sneaky like you did, call me a liar, whatever you want to call me. But to call me ill makes you a not nice person at all. That makes you just like her. So I think it's pretty disgusting that I caught you on what I did. And you will never see these lives again. You can make a fake page and watch me all you want. But you are never welcome on this page again. You are two-faced. You are absolutely two-faced. And I'm warning you now, if you get caught talking about me over there, you will be gone. I am hoping that I make that clear for you all. You do not get to come on my platform and then go over there and talk shit about me. It don't work that way. You talk shit, you get caught, you're gone. I'm not playing games anymore. I don't have time for it. Do you people see what this is doing to me and my family? So if you think I have time for you, you're mistaken. I don't have time for you to go over there and make fun of my weight, say I look ill. Yeah, that's definitely making fun of it. You have no right to talk about my weight. You have no right at all. The fact that you said that is gross. So you don't get to talk shit and then think you can come over here and be two-faced and think I'm going to care about you. I am focused solely on my family right now. I am focused solely on the people that love me and want to be here. And that's the people like you that actually want to be here, as well as my family, because you are family to me. But I don't have time for all the other bullshit. My family and I are under a lot right now. We're under a lot of stress right now. We're being attacked by our own flesh and blood. We're being attacked by our own family member. So if you think that I have time for you to be two-faced, you are mistaken. You will be blocked. I don't have time to play these games with you. I don't have time. Sorry. I'm invested in the people that want to be here and my family and their health, not your two-faced ways. Period. I don't give a fuck. There's no, I just thought, I just believed her. I don't care. That's over, people. I don't care. Ashley, I don't care. I'm stronger than you think. No, he's not in the hospital, Kathy. But it's affecting his health very badly. He's in bed. Won't get out of bed. My dad would never be in bed at 12 o'clock. He's sweating profusely. He's not feeling good. And it's affecting his health. He cries. He doesn't understand. She doesn't stop. She just keeps going. And I'm watching it deteriorate my father. I am literally watching what she's doing eat away at his health. Because what father wouldn't this hurt? What sister and what mother wouldn't this hurt? I think the difference with me is that I'm in a different place than my father. Amanda's done it to me worse than anyone in my family. And my family says it straight to my face. We feel for you because she's taking you harder than anybody else. But here's the difference. I've dealt with this my whole life with Amanda. This isn't anything new. This is not new. She's always stolen from me. She's always lied to me. She's always manipulated me. She's always done this, right? And I'm used to it. But when you're a father, it's different. And here's how it's different. This is where it's... So my dad and I are on different paths. Okay, let me explain it. We're on different paths here. I'm at a point where I don't ever want to forgive her. I don't ever want her in my life again. I don't ever see in my heart where she's ever coming back. And I tell my dad that she has done so much more to me than you. It's easier for you to see maybe down the road one day there's forgiveness. For me, there isn't. And that's because Amanda has taken me down harder than anybody else. Because I was the closest thing to her in her life, right? A parent is more hopeful. They hope they'll change. They want it different. They think they can fix this person. My mom thinks she can fix everybody. I tell her she can't. They're more... It's their daughter, right? It's different. Where I'm like, fuck that. She's done it to me my whole life. I'm done. There's no forgiveness. Don't ask me. No talking. I'm done. This is the breaking point for me. So my dad and I are on different paths here. But this is what makes it very different. My father has provided for her for 33 years of her living. My father paid $27,000 to put us in rehab. My father paid her rent. When she says that daddy gave me money for my rent, no, he didn't. But he sure paid yours. but he sure paid yours. And my father will get on here. Well, he won't, but my stepmother would. And they will tell you the difference. The reason my dad never helped me is because my dad expects more from me. My dad says to me, Brittany, you have always held your head high. You have always had a job. You have always provided for yourself. And I expect more from you, honey. And he tells me this. And my stepmom will tell you exactly this. He expects more from me. But Amanda, I guess it's a little bit different where, and I don't really know how to explain it to where it makes sense, but if I even go into it, I'm going to be the bad guy. So I'm not even going to go into it. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this, but he has always expected more out of me. And I've been okay with that. That's fine with me. He's honest about it, and I'm fine with that. He has been there to help Amanda in more ways that I could even tell you or count, to be quite honest. And he has provided for you. He has been there. When you tell the world how mom was never there for us and she left us for our whole childhood, right? Those are your words. Well, where was your dad? Where was your father? He's always been there. You just don't like that you can't get over on him. You just don't like that he calls you on your shit. You just don't like that you've been caught stealing from them. You just don't like it. But your father has always been there. Loved you unconditionally, never walked out on your life, always put a roof over your head, always made sure you had food on the table. And the struggle my father went through as a single parent to make sure that food was on that table, and he would take his own shirt off his back to make sure we had clothes because he couldn't do it all on his own. I think she forgets about those things. I just don't understand how you can do this to a parent that has done nothing but love you and provide for you. This would be a little bit different if he didn't. Then I'd be like, okay, but he did. And what I find interesting is never once did you ever talk about this until you slandered your whole family. Never once did you ever tell anybody about how your dad never supported social media. Never once did you get on and call him a piece of shit. You never did that. You only did that when you got caught and you started slandering your family because I called you out on your shit. Then all of a sudden you turned on your whole family. All of a sudden you turned on your whole family, but never once did you ever say any of this before. I don't know how she's staying in that hotel, nor do I really give a fuck. You know? I don't understand it. You can punch me and take me down as much as you want. Go ahead. I just wish you would stop doing it to him. Honor your mother and father. Don't you understand he's getting older? You know the health problems that he has. I just don't get how you can do this. And if I have to be the one to get on here and say it, I'm going to do it. And that's why I'm here today. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If I have to be here to stand behind my father, I'm going to do it. Because you are not going to deteriorate his health. You are not going to take what's left of happiness inside him. You are not going to take him to the ground. You are not. And if you continue to keep doing this after I'm sitting here telling you he's sick, and you continue to keep doing it, you really do have a black soul like I always thought you did. And I'm telling you now, Amanda, he's not good. Leave him out of this. You want to talk about me? You want to talk about Matt? You want to talk about Donna? Go ahead. Leave Dad out of this. He has done nothing to you. I'm like, and this is what kills me more than anything. My dad and I don't speak much about this. We've maybe talking twice in the whole 2 years that this has happened. The reason we don't talk about this is because he has asked us to leave him out of it. Because he is hurting so much, he doesn't want to know what's going on. He doesn't want to know what's going on. The reason I don't talk about this with my father, even though she thinks I do, Brittany runs and tells my dad everything. You know why I don't, Amanda? I know your guilty conscience tells you I am. You know why I don't? Because I know what it's going to do to him. I know what it's going to do to him when I leave him. I know what it's going to do to his health when I leave him. And his health means more to me than telling him what you're up to. So no, I don't go to daddy and tell him what's going on. No, I sure don't. But you know, Amanda, people are watching you, family members, and you know this. And family members call our family and they tell them how embarrassed they are. And this is what's happening. She knows this. Family members will call my parents and tell them what's going on. So you think blocking is doing anything? You don't, when you do stuff like this publicly, you think you think people don't find out? And you don't care if people do find out. That's the sickest thing. I know. That's what's so funny to me, Ash. So my parents pay all my bills and pay for my house as you sit there and get your hotel paid for every night. It's sick. It's disgusting. I don't bother him. He has asked to not tell him. He says he's hurting too much and he doesn't want to know what's going on. So I haven't talked to my dad because I honor my father. I honor my mother and father. So no, I don't tell him what you're doing. No, I don't. If he knew, Amanda, what you did, if he knew what you said, I would be so concerned for my father right now. And my stepmom will see this. She supports me and watches my lives. And she will agree. If my father knew what was going on right now, it would not be good. It would not be good if my father knew. It is best that my father doesn't know what's going on. Look at what it's doing to him now without knowing it. Could you imagine what it would do to him if he knew? Could you imagine what it would do if he knew? Could you imagine what it would do to him? So, you know what, Amanda? Instead of watching this and retaliating, Rose, why don't you go tell her to stop this? Why don't you go tell her to stop this? What the hell are you even saying? You go tell her to stop this. Why, because I'm on here defending my father that she's eating away his health? This isn't slandering, Amanda. This is not a lie slandering, Amanda. Rose. This is not a lie slandering, Amanda. This is a live saying you are affecting Dad's health, Amanda. You are affecting our father's health, Amanda. This is not a slander video, Rose. So why don't you exit the live? Why don't you exit the live and go tell her that? Huh? How about that? How about that? If I want to get on here and defend my father, the fuck I will. The fuck I will. I will. Because I'm the one sitting here watching him deteriorate, and so is his wife. Why don't you exit the live? Get out of here. Seriously, get out of here. She's affecting my father's health, Shauna. My father is deteriorating. And now he's in bed sick. You want to take me down? Take me down. You want to take Matt down? Take him down. You want to take Donna down? Take her down. But you are not going to take Dad down. When you fuck with my parents, Kaz, the people that gave me life, yeah. The one that's been there always, the one that's never walked out, the one that's never left, the one that's always been there, the one that's loved unconditionally, how am I not going to get mad? You know, she sits there and says, we had such a bad life. My mom was on drugs when we were pregnant. And, you know, my mom was never there for us during our childhood. And my mom walked out on us. So where was our father? Because the last time I checked, he's been there since day one. Last time I checked. Dad's always been there for us. Always. 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 And you know what, Amanda? You can bring your mother down all you want. But one thing I will say, and it took me years to build a relationship with my mother, you guys, years. Took years to build one. You might make mistakes. And you might not be perfect. But what matters is that you acknowledge it, you fix it, and you grow from it. And my mother did that. My mother did. My mother did what she could to fix her life and come back in the picture. And I will always give her credit for that. She surely would never do this shit on the internet. She might have made decisions that were selfish, but never malicious to hurt her family. Nor would I ever get on here and talk shit about my parents. The fact that you told everybody about her rug use and her during pregnancy and jumping out of windows and living on her dad's money, and you're sick, bro. The shit you have told the internet about our family is unforgivable. What you put out on this internet will never be taken away, Amanda. It will never be taken back. So the day you come back crying, please forgive me, you won't be able to clean this mess up, Amanda. This mess is done. This is official. This mess won't be cleaned up. This is how you will always make our family look now. But you know what, Amanda? If that's what helps you sleep at night, go for it. Go for it. But you can't pull down somebody that is who they are today. You can bring up everybody's mistakes, but that does not make us who we are today. But you do. You do. You know, the reason I hold your past accountable is because it's not your past. It's today. You can't even admit the paper. You can't even admit it. So you know what? Pull up what you want about us. But that is not who we are today. Who we are today is not the mistakes we made in the past. But you are. You are. You haven't even grown. You can't even admit what you've done. You literally can't even admit what you've done. So let me ask you this, Rose. Let me ask you this. Would you want your daughter to get on here and defend you? Would you want your daughter to get on here and defend you? If you were slandered and taken to the ground, would you want your daughter to have your back? I think you would. I sure think you would, Rose. And let me ask you this, Rose. If your family business was put all over the internet, right? And your daughter got on and she told your whole life, and your daughter came on and she lied on your name more times than you can count. You wouldn't say nothing? You wouldn't defend yourself? Well, I've been on both sides of it, guys. Okay? I've been on the side where I say nothing. I've been on the side where I stayed quiet. I've been on the side where I was the bigger person. I was on the side where I let her took my kindness for granted. I was on that side. It got me nowhere. Now I'm on this side. Now I'm on the side where I defend myself. Now I'm on the side where I'm a voice for myself and somebody else. Now I'm on this side telling the world the truth. Now I'm on this side defending my reputation. Neither side worked, Rose. So I've been on that side, Rose. I've been on the side where I didn't bring anything to social media. I've been there and I've been here, and neither one of them work. So let me choose. I'm either going to, and this is true, I'm either going to say nothing, let this person literally deteriorate me, let this person tell the world I'm a monster, let this person get away with what they're doing. Let this person walk all over me, right? Or I can stand up for what's right. I can be a voice for me and the other people suffering. I can be here to defend me and my family. I can be there to defend my reputation as a business owner. I can be there to defend my sanity. At the end of the day, she's never going to stop. So I can either let her walk on me or I can stand up for myself. Those are my options. Because when I was quiet for 2 years, nothing stopped. It made her louder because she knew I wasn't going to come forward. It made her talk more because she knew she could get away with it. Well, Brittany's been quiet for 2 years. I'll say anything I want. I've gotten away with it for 2 years. Brittany's not going to come forward. Brittany's not going to show that paper. Brittany doesn't have it in her because Brittany loves her family and respects her family. I know that's going through her head. Brittany's not going to do it. So I'll just use Brittany. Right? So I can let her take advantage of me. I could let her get away with it. I could let her walk all over me. Or I could stand up for myself. Because it doesn't change it for my family. The reason I stayed quiet was so that for my family. Because I didn't want to make it worse for my family. I wasn't that kind of person. I didn't want to stoop to her level. I didn't want to act like her. I didn't want the world to know who she was because I don't want this for her. I didn't want this for my whole family. So I stayed quiet for them because that is how much I love my family. But it didn't work. It didn't work. If I'm this horrible person that she tells everybody, do you know that if Amanda would have just stopped, I was going to let all of you think I was a monster. I was going to let all of you think it was true. If Amanda stopped, it was going to go to rest. You would have never known the truth if this went to rest. And that makes me a bad person. If I was such a bad person, don't you think I would have said all this 2 years ago? That doesn't even make me a bad person. That's just me defending myself. But the point is, I'm certainly not a bad person. I've had her back from day one. From day one. So, those are my options, Rose. And I have chosen this side now. Because I can honestly speak on both sides. I've been on both sides. I would rather deal with the bullying and the hate and the harassment and everything I'm dealing with. Because I dealt with it anyway. But only now I have a rally of people behind me. Only now I have spoken the truth. And only now people see it for what it is. Only now people are willing to support me. I'm not alone anymore. I'm not alone in this anymore. I was alone in this. I'm not talking about my family. I'm talking about here on social media. I was alone. I'm not anymore. Because everybody was sucked into it and believed it. The tears that trickled down her face, everybody fell for it. And I'm not alone anymore. So, I don't think Amanda realizes how strong of a person I really am. It's taken me 2 years to get here. Do you guys understand? Do you know people wouldn't make it 2 days? Do you know people wouldn't make it 2 months or 2 weeks being talked about? People wouldn't make it 2 hours or 2 minutes being slandered. I made it 1 month, and I made it 1 year and 10 months. I came on here every day, and you never knew I was affected. I came on here every day with a smile on my face, going about my life like nothing was wrong with me. As you sat there and talked shit to me, you guys blocked me, you blew up my Facebook, you made fun of me, you harassed me, and I still never came on and said a word. It's taken me 2 months to come out and show the paperwork. It's came out me 2 months to come out with the proof. After the truth came out a year and 10 months later, and then 2 months later, the paperwork came out. So if you think I'm weak, you're sadly mistaken. Let me see somebody else go a year and 10 months. And that is because that's the length I will go for my family. That's the length I will go for my family because I have my family's back and I always will. So she can keep knocking on that front door. It's not going to make me budge. I am a strong woman and I can take a lot. But what you won't do is take our father down, our mother down. Honor your mother and father. And if you continue to still keep doing what you are doing, as I sit here, my hair's all fucked up, as I sit here and tell you what's happening to our father, you are darker than I thought you were. I gotta fix this hair. You are darker than I thought you were. But she will. But she will keep going, and we all know it. But I will be a voice for my father. I don't care. You do not mess with him. You do not mess with them. You just don't. I don't care what you feel. I don't care if you feel unloved. You've never, not once have you ever, Amanda, and we were close as close can be. Not once have you ever told me you didn't feel loved. You never told me you didn't feel loved. Like, come on. Don't you think me, your best friend, you would have came and told me that you felt unloved? No. No. You don't feel unloved. It's a pity party for your actions. It's an excuse to get away with what you're doing. It's an excuse to get away with what you're doing. You don't really feel it. You don't. How could you? How could you? I don't get how you could feel unloved. You don't hear me saying, my dad expects so much out of me. He never helps me because he just expects so much out of me. You don't hear me saying that. He's done more for you than he's done for me. And you don't hear me saying that. That's how I know you're bullshit. That's how I know you're bullshitting. How could you not feel loved? He's done more for you. He's done more in this world for you than anything I've ever seen. How could you not feel loved? It's impossible. There's no way. There's no fucking way, Amanda. You know why she doesn't feel loved? If she really does feel this way, here's why. She's stolen from her whole family. Do you think you're going to be trusted the same way they trust me? I'll tell you where this comes from. I don't believe it's true. But if it is, here's where it comes from. I've never stolen from them. I don't do what you do. I don't lie to them like you do. Of course they're not going to trust you the same way they trust me. Of course they're not going to give you a house key and let you come house at the house. Of course they're going to follow you around and watch you go to the bathroom. Watch you walk down the hallway is what I'm saying. Just like she said, they would watch me walk down the hallway. Why wouldn't they? You fucking stole everything. Same way I watched you in my house, same way they watched you. Why would we not? You're a thief. Why would we not? So why would they trust you the same way they trust me? Is that what this is about? You feel not loved because you're not trusted the same way? You're loved the same way. They never brought it. Once you admitted it, they never talked about it again. They put it behind them. They never held you accountable. They never brought it up. They never threw it in your face. They never talked about it. They loved you like it never even happened. But because they might trust you a little different, that's too bad. You robbed them. So if this is about how they trusted me more, well, no shit. No fucking shit they trust me more. It's just really hard for me to watch my dad. My dad and I don't even talk about it. He's asked not to. And I honor his wishes. I just know my father. And there's one time he broke down, and he didn't mean to. And to watch him cry like that, it like eats at my soul. I can't even explain how it makes me feel. There was one time where I could tell he was crying. And I asked if he was okay, and he just lost it. From that day forward, I knew how much it was really affecting him. And now I know, from what I know from my stepmom, she is concerned for his health, and so am I. Again, I don't get to speak to my father about this because of his wishes, but I do find out what I do from her. She will tell me that it is affecting his health. And I can tell. I see it. I see it in his demeanor. I see the tears in his eyes that he's trying to hold back. I see it when he's constantly just trying to shrug it off. He's just trying to shrug it off. Hey, Daddy, are you okay? He's shrugging it off. I can tell he's going to cry. And now he's sick in bed. Huh. Oh, her telling people that your parents and grandma has money. Yeah, she just... My dad is my everything. Both my parents are my everything. My mom became my best friend. We were more inseparable than inseparable gets. My mom and I were very close. But my father, we might not have been like the close, you know? But and I mean that in like a best friend way, like do everything together, go everywhere together. You know what I mean? In that way, my dad and I are extremely close. We have a really, really close relationship. We might not spend all this time together and hang out with each other all the time, but we're close in a way where we can lean on each other, depend on each other, we trust each other. And my dad has been there for me through day one, even when he was a single parent. And I will have the utmost amount of respect for him and the utmost amount of love for what he's done for me. And I know it probably wasn't easy. I guess I'm so protective over him because he's literally the best father in the world. Again, we might not see eye to eye and we might not agree on everything. But that doesn't change the way I feel about him. That doesn't change our relationship. He is literally the best dad. That's all I could say. That's all I could put to it. And let me tell you, Amanda and I weren't easy children. We might not have had a good childhood. It might have been rough, and it was. But we also weren't very good children either. We also weren't. When your parents are paying $27,000 to put you in rehab. When you have to call up your parents and say that you went to jail because you got set up and you got caught at the bad place and being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And somebody ended up ratting on me. That doesn't even matter. But the point is you have to call your dad and tell your dad that you're up against the legal system. That your rug use took you to a bad place. When you stole your parents' car when you were younger. When, you have to go to rehab. When you robbed your whole family and stole everything that they loved. Amanda. Don't act like we were perfect children, because we weren't. We weren't. We were not the easiest children. So try to put yourself in their shoes for a minute and think about our actions affected them too. Even though, yes, our childhood was rough for different reasons. All I'm saying is don't act like you were a perfect child, because you weren't. That's it, Natasha. Exactly. We butt heads a lot, but we're extremely close, you know? We have that relationship where, like, we can talk to each other. We can depend on each other. We can tell each other how we're feeling. It's not going to affect our relationship. Yes, there's certain things I don't talk to him about because I'm honoring my father's wishes. And I do that because I'm looking out for his health. You know, let me put this in the fridge for a minute. It's getting warm. You know? But as his daughter, it's really affecting me. It's really affecting me as his daughter to watch him this way. Exactly, Michelle. I don't know, you guys. I just know that my parents are my everything. I may get defensive for them. Amanda and I used to always get in fights. She would always say, why are you defending Dad? Why are you sticking up for Dad? I'm sticking up out for who I believe is right. Thanks, Mama Lou. Amanda used to say, why do you stand up for Dad? I'm standing up for what's right in this situation. We got in a fight about this whole social media thing, and she came and sat down and apologized to them right before Christmas. And then she was there for Christmas, and then she was gone again. And she's like, why are you defending Dad? And I'm like, Amanda, your father has been the best father. Just because, you know, and that's what I was trying to explain to her. It's like, just because, you know, we don't see eye to eye on this social media thing doesn't mean he's not supportive. What don't you understand about that? He's always been there for us. Don't let one thing change what you see him as. I said, I'm not gonna stand up for, I'm standing up for what's right, and you're not right in this. You are not right in this. And we were disagreeing because she kept saying that they disowned her. That was our biggest fight, and I have the text. That Dad disowned me. No. You got online and you started destroying everybody. You started talking about their marriage. You started destroying all of us. He didn't disown you. You disowned us. And she's like, you're defending Dad. You're defending Dad. You know he disowned me. No, that was one of the last fights we ever had. I said no. He did not disown you, Amanda. You got online and started talking about everybody. That is not him disowning you. You think he just got online one day and decided he was going to disown his daughter out of nowhere? Come on now. You know, Mama Lou, that is a fresh breath air because, and my parents tell me all the time, Brittany, we really respect you for your honesty. And sometimes you're a little too honest. Sometimes I share a little too much, but they know that they can call me up in a heartbeat. And you, all of you here in the chat, I think a lot of you know this about me. You know you can come to me and I will give you an honest answer. You know you can come to me and you will get the truth. My stepmom tells me all the time, Brittany, I know I can call you and you're going to tell me the truth. She says, and she will say this right here in the comments if she sees this live. She will say, Brittany, I might not like your answer and I might not stand by what you're saying, but you always tell me the truth, whether you know it's going to upset me or whether I'm going to like it. You always tell me the truth. That is one thing my parents know without a shadow of a doubt. They can always come to me about the truth. And I think a lot of you guys know that too. I think a lot of you guys know. I can go ask Brittany. Brittany will tell me. Thanks, Kaz. He did. We all set boundaries, Mama Lou. It started with me. When I found out that she was talking shit about me, and I think you guys know this story, I went on her live and I said, tell the truth, Amanda. That's all I said. And she fucking went haywire. I mean, she lost her shit. It went from that to fuck you, Dad, and talking about their marriage and talking about me. And that's why she tells you all I started all this on social media. That's what she means by I started all this. It's because when I found out she was talking shit about me, I went on her live and I said, tell the truth, Amanda. And because of that, I started all this. No. You started it by talking shit. See, I didn't just come on and say, tell the truth for no reason. I came on and said it because you brought it to social media. So I said, tell the truth. And she fucking lost it. She brought my dad in all this. So when she tells people on other creators' pages, my father's a part of this, my whole family's in on this. You brought your whole family in this. You brought up your whole family. This was only between me and Amanda, you guys. This was between me and Amanda. When she got online talking shit about me, and I went on and said, tell the truth, that was between Amanda and I. That was not between my father, my stepmom, my grandma, my uncle, my aunt, her whole family. When it became the whole family was when Amanda decided that she was going to bring everybody up because she was so mad at me confronting her. She was so mad. How could Brittany do that to me? She don't get fuck with my life. Anybody fucks with my life, I'll take your world down. Yeah. When that happened, she brought the whole family in this. So when she says, oh, my dad, Brittany made my dad do this and Brittany brought my whole family. No. 2 months at a time, you would be dead. If you didn't poop for 2 months, you would be dead. She doesn't think when she talks. She just doesn't think. So, no, it's not that I brought my family in this. It's that you brought everybody in it because you were so booty tickled and so mad that you couldn't accept your wrong that you wanted to bring everybody in this. So, exactly. So, she brought them all in this. That's the thing. So, like I said, it was between Amanda and I. And I decided that she was not going to be a part of my life anymore. And I let my family know. I told them what had happened, that she was, caught talking shit about me. Well, they knew she lied to me. When she blew her radiator, she told me that her car didn't run. Well, I drove her around for a month or two. And it wasn't until she went to my dad's to pick up her Costco stuff. And my dad called me because he had gotten us each a couple things from there. Because they're good parents, and they go above and beyond for us. Let me just put that in there. They don't have to, but they do. And they said, your sister's here getting her Costco stuff. When do you want to get yours? It was like a body wash and toilet paper or something. And I said, well, how is she at your house right now? And my dad's like, her car. I said, her car? What? She told me her car doesn't run. She said it's broke. Huh. So she lied to me. She lied to me. And I drove her around for a whole month. So that was like the end of our relationship. I found out she had lied to me. She was messaging my clients, telling them to use her code and not mine. She had lied to me about the car. I found out she was talking shit about me. And when I found out she was talking shit about me while working for me, that's when I cut it off. I said, you're done. I was already contemplating, and my mother will tell you, I had been going to my mom like, Mom, I really need to get Amanda out of my life. I don't think it's healthy for me anymore. She's toxic. She's been lying to me. And now she's talking about me online. Well, prior to the online thing, I was telling my mom, like, I think I'm done, Mom. I think it's time. I can't have her in my life anymore. And I kept telling my mom, Mom, the war is going to get ugly. She's going to start a war. And I just don't want that. And finally, my mom's like, Brittany, I know you don't want the war, but you're going to have to do it. Because I have sat here and watched your sister run over you for years and years and years. You've always given her what she wanted so that you didn't have to deal with it. Well, it's time for you to deal with it. It's time for you to deal with it, Britt. And so I made the decision to let her go. I terminated her and I told her we were done. That was between her and I. Amanda brought my family in it when she brought them down on the internet. So it's not like, oh, Brittany called up her whole family and turned them down. No, that's on them solely. I made my own decision to kick her out of my life. That had nothing to do with me on their relationship. What makes you think you can get online and talk shit about your family and then think that they're just going to let you in? You know how they work. You know how they work. Actions speak louder than words. You know how they work. We were grown up in a strict family, a Christian family, and she knows how they work. They put up boundaries because you are not going to first of all, you got online and told your family's whole business on social media knowing that they're not okay with it. You know that they don't like the social media. You know they don't like our life being on blast. And you did exactly what they asked you not to do. So why would they not put a boundary on you? You broke what they wanted. That had nothing to do with me. You broke what they asked of you to put our life on social media. Then you got online and started talking about their marriage, Donna going to prison, all these things. You brought this on your own family. I did not bring this. You brought it. I didn't bring it. Why would they let her back in their house when you broke everything they've asked and you told their whole fucking life on social media and slandered them? What makes you think they are going to let you in? That's why, you guys, when she says, Brittany's got them brain fucked. That's the word she uses. Brittany's got them brain fucked. Brittany, they just need to pull their head out of their ass. No, Amanda, they're not brain fucked. They made their own decision based on your actions. You know, me and my stepmom laugh at it. We're just like, Brittany, she tells me all the time, Brittany, you must have some power. You must have some serious power. She goes, my stepmom doesn't understand how you guys, and I'm speaking it to the people that believe it. She goes, I don't understand how these people believe that shit. I don't get it. I don't get how they believe that shit. And neither do I. How do you believe that I have so much power that I can somehow take a whole family away from Amanda? You sit there and you watch her bash her family. You sit there and you watch her deteriorate her. You watch her deteriorate my family. But yet you believe I'm the one that took them? You really believe I'm the one that took them away from her? Seriously? You know, if I was you guys watching her, you know what I would say? Amanda, there's no way your sister took away your family. Look at what you're doing. You're sitting there slandering them. You're sitting there telling their whole life. You're talking about their marriage, how she went to prison. I'd be like, you know what, Amanda? I think you took your family away. You're sitting here slandering them, bashing them so badly. There is no fucking way Brittany took them. There's no way, you guys, I have so much power that I can just call my whole family and all of them. Oh, let's just ignore Amanda tomorrow. All of us, you ready, guys? Tomorrow, we're all going to just start ignoring Amanda out of nowhere. Come on, it's not believable. It's not believable, people. It's not believable, people. If my parents don't cut me off, Amanda doesn't want anything to do with them. You know, she said that when I walked away from my family for 2 years, which first of all was not 2 years. And I'm not going to disclose why, because I honor my mother and my father. So I'm not going to tell you why I walked away. But I made a decision to walk away. It was not 2 years. And Amanda said, within hours of her being back, they stopped talking to me. Within hours, they stopped talking to me. So then where have you been for the last 8 years? Because that was 8 years ago. About 7, 8 years ago that happened. So where have you been for the last, hold on. So let's say if that's 8 years ago and Amanda's been gone for 2, where were you for 6 years then? They stopped talking to me the moment she got back. So where have you been for 6 years? Because you're not telling people the timeline of when I walked away. Tell them the year that I walked away. Tell them the timeline of when I walked away. You're making it seem like it just happened. No, that was 6 years. You were like this with your family until you spit them out 2 years ago. When you decided to shame them all online, you were like this with them. You were like this with them. Yes, you sure were. Absolutely, you sure were. Yes. And she says, you know, that I just for a moment, you know, felt what it would be like as an only child, or what it would be like without my sister. Who fucking says that kind of shit? You know how hurtful that is? Who says that kind of shit? What it would be like without her. Why? Because I'm blunt and I tell you how it is and I don't let you get away with shit. Here's one thing about me, you guys, okay? You might think that I let her get away with things because, well, let me put it like this. Yes, I will admit, being quiet for 2 years is letting her get away with it. When she stole from me and I would punish her and then let her back in a week later, that is letting her get away with it. But one thing I would never do, and Amanda will tell you this, and she hates this about me, I will always call her on her shit. You will not get to snow me. You will not get to sugarcoat things. You will not get away with it. If you lie to my face, I will call you out. If you steal from me, I will call you out. She hated that about me. So even though I let her get away with it because I loved her so much, she wasn't fooling me, if that makes sense. I always called her on her shit. She never, ever, ever got away with it. She would always know I knew she did it because I would call her on it. I would never actually let her get away without, like, letting her think she got away with it, if that makes sense. And she just doesn't like that this is who I am today. That she doesn't like that I will not let her get away with this anymore. How dare Brittany do this to me? How dare Brittany kick me out of her life? How dare it? This is not unconditional love. This is somebody that is just done. This is somebody that Amanda would stay at my house, you guys, for weeks at a time. We made her dinners. We grocery shopped. She would bring bags of laundry over. I just basically let her live with me. And I loved it. You know, we had a lot of good times. Even though there was a lot of bad, there was a lot of good. She acts like I just let her over once in a great while. And she doesn't say what I really do for her. Oh, Matt and I would make her meals. We bought all the groceries. She got to do her laundry. She got to stay with us for weeks at a time. Never charged her anything because I love her. She's my sister and I never would. But don't act like I just let you over once in a great while and I never did anything for you. Let's not talk about the months and months and months and months and months you were at my house. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And so you guys, I just got tired. Like, I didn't want to walk away from her because having a twin is like something I can't explain. It's a really amazing bond. It's something that's so different than just having a sister. It's the most amazing thing in the world. It really is. And it really makes me sad that it has to be this way because when the times were good, they were really good. And it's a bond that I really can't explain. I can't explain what it's like to be a twin. And I never wanted to walk away from that. And I held it close to my heart in hopes that she would see my tears and she would be like, look, I would be like, fuck me. She has to see that she's hurting me. She's going to stop. If I just pour my heart out to her, maybe she's going to stop, but she never did. And I think that was honestly the hardest thing I ever had to accept. But you guys, I'm not exaggerating. She stole from me for over a decade. And I'm not lying. She would pick my locks with credit cards. When I lived with my grandma, and she would steal everything in my room. When I lived with Matt, she stole from every apartment we lived in. She would come hang out with me, and the minute I turned my back, she stole from me. I walked her out one day from my apartment, and I could just tell she was being different, and I opened up her purse off her shoulder, and there was my clothes. She would come over to my house just to steal from me. Just to steal from me. Took the ring Matt bought me. She stole everything I ever worked for. She would literally come to my house and steal from me. Came into our home, and took Matt's credit card. You guys, you don't understand. She stole from me my whole life. And I don't know how that's love. I always provided for her. I let her stay with me rent-free. She brought her laundry over. We never charged her for groceries. We made her food. And then you come over and steal from me? So I did all that for you, and you robbed me blind. Every day you walked out of my house, you took my stuff with you. She took my shorts when I went to a sober living environment. Her and my mom were helping me pack, and she stole from me while I was off to get sober. Yep. When we were getting clean, she literally took my clothes. Yeah. Getting sober, and you stole from me. Even when we were sober, she stole from me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when I knew she really had a problem. The rugs wasn't the blame anymore because you were sober stealing from me. Yeah, you were sober stealing from me. So you can't blame the rugs. Well, it was just our fix and, no, you stole from me sober. You stole from me sober. I was literally going into a sober living for 1 year. How she told you, I got a slap on my wrist. If Brittany would have got a punishment in court, she would be different today. Who heard her say? No probation, no program, she said. Brittany had no probation, no program. Who heard it? Just 5 seconds later, she showed you text messages that said that I completed CDRP, which is a drug and alcohol program. PO, I know you saw the word, PO, 1 year of drug testing. So you just exposed messages saying I completed a program with a PO. And you're saying I had no punishment, no program, no PO? I was laughing when I watched that video. You said I had no probation, no PO, but then your messages proved otherwise. Your messages proved that I completed a program. I had a PO with a year of drug testing. That's how much she doesn't think. She didn't realize what her text messages said. Her text messages proved exactly what she just said was not true. That I really did do a program. Not only did I do a program, not only did I go to rehab, I checked myself into a sober living for 1 year. I stayed longer than I was supposed to because I wanted to stay clean. So don't you dare sit there and say I had no punishment. If Brittany without a punishment, she would be different. Did I not do a year in a sober living? Did I not do multiple months in CDRP? Did I not go to rehab? Or detox, I mean? You were with me. We both went to detox. I went to CDRP, and then I went to a sober living. So don't sit there and try to say that I got off with no punishment. That was 5 years of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and she stole from me while I was off to my sober living. Stole my clothes while we were packing them to go to a sober living. That's the kind of shit I dealt with, people. So I think there's a part of my heart that will never be fixed. I sit here and I watch my sister on this screen say, and I usually don't watch her, but I will say I watch a couple of them while they're being streamed to see, because every once in a while I want to see if I'm still being talked about, you know? And I sit there and I watch her say the things that she's saying about me. Oh God, Beverly. I sit there and I watch you tell the world I'm a bad person. I know, it's a lie. I had no punishment. The fuck? Where the fuck were you? And then she tries to take credit for the, I got up and I could just tell what she's thinking and I could just read her mind and I told the judge and all of a sudden she got a misdemeanor. If that's the way you think the court system works, he'd be like, ma'am, sit down. You're not on the docket. Sit down. This is not about you. If you think that you can stand up and talk to my attorney and you're going to get me a misdemeanor, you see what I'm saying? She wants to be praised for everything that happens. Oh, good, Amanda. Good, Amanda. Good, Amanda. Amanda took over the world. Amanda wants to be praised for everything because she knows she's not a good person and anything makes her feel better. And then somebody said, she said something about it's why she lost her house and she paid for something out of her rent check or something. Now, I haven't verified if that's true. But if that's true, Amanda, you didn't put $1 into rehab or my bail. You didn't even know about it for a year, you guys. We kept it from Amanda. We kept it from her. And she'll be pissed when she hears this. We kept it from her because of her big mouth. What she just proved to me right here on social media is why we kept it from her. For 1 whole year. 1 whole year, we kept it. I actually kept it from my whole family, but Amanda was the last one to know. Amanda was the last one to know. We kept it from her for a while because we knew her big fucking mouth. So we didn't tell her. So how could you have paid to bail me out? Now, I don't know if that's true, but somebody said she said something about paying for my bail or paying for rehab, her rent check, and that's why she lost her house or something. Supposedly... No. She's full of it, Tanya. Like Mama Lou said, and I'm going to stand by this. She said that Amanda wants to take away my happiness and the things I've worked hard towards because she wants me to be miserable. And she's on the money on that one. She is on the money on that one. She's going to hit me where it hurts the most. The things I've worked the hardest on in my life, she's going to try to take from me. You notice how all of a sudden she was going after Matt? She is so fucking jealous that I have this house, she's going to try to take it from me. So she looked for anything she could to go after Matt. Go ahead, Amanda. Go ahead. But you know what will be the difference between you and me? I won't be like you. I won't. I would find my way. If that, Lord forbid, ever happened, I would find my way. I wouldn't beg for money on here like you. No, I wouldn't. Nope. And I would make it and I would survive because I will work for it myself. So, no. Yeah, exactly, Ash. Yeah, exactly. Go figure. So don't go there with me. It's just, I think a part of my heart, as I was starting to say, that will never be repaired. I sit there and I watch you tell the world what a monster I am. But, oh, we got to get rid of this guy. But you and I both know what kind of sister I was to you. Why does it keep saying? You and I both know everything I've done for you. You and I both know what a good sister I was to you. You have nothing on me. And I'm going to tell you guys a story. We were sitting at my kitchen table. And we were having a disagreement. And I looked at her. And I said, Amanda, what have I ever done to you? Tell me why I'm bad. Why I'm a bad sister to you. No, Tammy, not much anymore because of my diagnosis. I know where you're going with this. She just got me off topic. What was I just saying now? God, her comments in here, I swear to God, it's always something like, I said, what makes me a bad sister to you? She stuttered. Nothing could come out of her mouth. The only thing she said is, you go to the parents. I looked at her. I said, do you know how much I have to say about you? How much you lied to me? How much you used me? How much you steal from me? I said, and that's all you have to say about me? That I go to the parents when I'm hurt? At least I don't take it to social media. At least I go to my family for moral support. Who else do you want me to go to? But you're mad because they find out who you really are. And that's all she could say to me. Why am I a bad sister? And that's all she could say to me, that I go to the parents. I'm like, that's all you have. That's all you have. That day I knew I was a good sister. I already knew. But that day I knew she never really believed I was a bad sister, or a lot more would have came out of her mouth. Here's another story I have for you sitting at my kitchen table. She would say to me, sister, I'm so glad we don't put our stuff on social media. And I have the text of it too. I'm so glad we don't put our stuff on social media. JJ and her sister, they're so childish. I can't believe they do that to each other. I can't believe they air their dirty laundry out online. I'm so glad we don't do that. And look at what you're doing. You remember that conversation, Amanda? How childish JJ and her sister were? How you would never do something like that? And you couldn't believe that they put their dirty laundry on here? And look at you. You paired up with that very same individual. Isn't it weird, you guys, the way things work? Not only did she do something she said she never would, she's paired up with that exact individual. Yeah. You went and with that same individual and did exactly that. Yep. I'll never forget that conversation, though. I'll never forget that one. But a part of my heart, I watched you sit and say, I'm such a piece of shit. And I know she doesn't believe it because of that story I just told you. She tells herself that to make her feel better for what she does to me. She plants in her head that I'm a bad person to justify what she's doing. She does that to justify what she's doing. How could I be how could you believe I'm a bad sister when I've done nothing to you? I'm not perfect, but I've not done anything extravagant to you. I've been disrespectful. I've said things I don't mean and stuff like that, but it's impossible. You're just making it seem like that because you want to make it seem okay what you're doing. You're justifying it. I know, Beverly. I know. And I watch you say those things about me. I watch you make yourself believe those things
And I sit back and I'm like, wow, all I've ever done was let you back in my house after you stole from me. Let you back in after you stole from Matt. Let you back in after you stole from Mom. You stole from me for over a decade. Do you know what that means, people? You stole from me for a decade straight. No stops in between. A decade straight. And I let you back in every time. But I'm a bad sister? But you stole from me for a decade. Our whole life you stole from me. Until I had nothing left to steal. That hand-me-down clothes were more than me. She would literally steal my clothes. My clothes. And I'm being serious, you guys. It has affected me in more ways than you know. This was my thought process. What the fuck? My clothes mean more than me. And I used to tell her all the time when I would call her out for stealing, I said, Amanda, do you know how much this hurts me that my clothes mean more than our relationship? Of course, she never admitted it, right? Except the one time she came to my work and dropped off my clothes that she stole from me and apologized. That was the one and only time. So you took everything from me. And those things meant more than me. That hurt more than I can even say, you guys. And I watch you tell the world that I'm a bad sister. But everything you've done to me, and yet I have never done to you. That is a part of my heart, I think, that will never be repaired. Not once, and I mean not once, has she ever looked at me and said, Brittany, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Brittany, I'm so sorry for taking everything that you loved. I'm so sorry for stealing everything you worked from. I'm so sorry for coming into your house and stealing from me. Do you know that I've never heard those words? You know what I hear? You're fucking crazy. You need to go to a mental hospital. You're fucking crazy. You're seeing things. That wasn't me. You're fucking crazy, Brittany. Not once to this day has she ever apologized for what she's done to me, except the one time she dropped off my tank top when I worked at the dealership, and she brought it to me and said, I'm sorry for taking it. That's it. And that was about 15 years ago. 10 years ago. Never once has she ever apologized for what she's done to me. And I don't think she ever even thinks about what she's done to me. But I'm a bad sister? But I'm a bad sister? For letting you back in my life all these years after what you've done to me? I'm like, you guys, try to understand where I'm coming from. I'm like, what? Like, what? All I've ever done was let you steal from me. All I've ever done was be there for you. All I've ever done was drive you around and let you manipulate me. How am I a bad sister? Like, I spent so many years of my life, you guys, trying to understand why, how am I a bad person? And then I finally realized that it's not me. It's not me. She's sick. She tells herself that to justify her actions. Well, I'm going to steal from Brittany because she's a bad person and she deserves it. It's this thing that they plant in their head to justify their action is correct and right. But those words hurt me more, you guys, than anything in the world. That I am a bad sister. And I look back and I'm like, but what did I ever do to you? And then I just realized that she wasn't going to be in my life anymore because it's like beating a dead horse. I can't even get a fucking apology. She won't even apologize to me for what she's done to me. You don't get to be a part of my life. If you can't even admit what you've done to me, and you have destroyed my heart. Do you know, guys, how special it is to be a twin, and all I've ever wanted was to be loved the same way I love her? All I've ever wanted was to have a really good relationship. We can go out to lunch and hang out and trust each other and tell each other our secrets and just laugh and watch movies. That's all I've ever wanted. That's it. And I give it to her, but I'll never get it back. I just wanted a sister. I wanted to be loved the same way I love her. I want it to be reciprocated, and it's just never going to be. And it makes me sad that such a special blessing has turned into this. And unless I let you steal from me, unless I let you drag me, unless I stay quiet and keep my mouth shut, not tell the world who you are, this is what I get. I guess this is just what it's going to be. And she says, I love you. You don't love me. I am convinced now that she really doesn't love me. If you can steal from me for 1 decade straight and you can't give me an apology, that's not love. No, it's not. The way you are so happy to tell my life, the excitement in her face. Did you see the day she told you about my case and all my business, the excitement in her face? I'll never forget that look as long as I live. As long as I live, I will never forget that look in her face. She was so excited to tell you all those things about me. And she loves that. She loves that I went to jail. She loves it. Did you see how happy she was when she's like, check my record. I don't have any police reports on me. Check me, because I know the hate pages are going to check me. These are the words that came out of her mouth. The hate pages are going to check me. Ugh, I have a clean record. I don't have any police reports on me. Did you see how excited she was to say that? She loves that she has that on me. Loves it. She loves that I've been in trouble. Loves it. Because she has it against me. She loves it. She loves what Matt did to me. Loves it. So you know what? I don't care. That's fine. But it doesn't define who I am today. It does not define who I am today. And I have never been so different than somebody in my life. I never in my life imagined being a twin, but being the polar opposite of them. I think a part of my heart will be scarred for the rest of my life. But you know what, you guys? I've never been happier. I've never had so much peace in my life before. As much as I love her and I miss her, I've never been so at peace in my life. I've never been so at peace. And you know what? I never saw forgiving her in my path. But I have never been so confident after what she did to me the other day. The day she got on and told you my business and broke the HIPAA law, I will see no vision for the rest of my life. None. There's no you remember you used to hear me say, well, I don't know now, but maybe someday in the future I might forgive her. There's no future. There's no future. That is a line you do not cross. That is a line that is, I will never trust you another day in my life. And if there's no trust, you will never be in my life again. I don't give a fuck. If I don't trust you, you're not in my life. And I will never trust you again. Don't tell her your secrets, people. Because it will be on social media. The minute she doesn't get her way, she will blast you. Look what she did to Brandy. She put Brandy's medical records out there. The minute that collab didn't happen fast enough, bam, she bashed Brandy. And because I wouldn't be quiet and not tell the world who she was, that's what I got. And I've never been so sure in my life that my life will be lived with her for the rest of my life. And I mean it. I'm done. That's it. You won't do that to me. You won't do that to me. You won't. And it makes me sad. But you know what? I can't, there's nothing I can do about it anymore. I can't. I'm done spending days crying trying to figure out why. There is no why. She's sick. It's that simple. She's just sick in the head. That's it. It's the nastiest thing you can do to somebody, Natasha. Knowing how much it affected my life. Knowing what it did to me knowing what it did to me inside. Knowing, and she knows what I'm talking about. What a dark place it took me. I was in a very, very dark place, you guys. And the way you got so excited to tell the world. I have never felt so betrayed in my whole life, you guys. I thought I knew what betrayal was. I didn't. I didn't know what betrayal was until that day I sat right here on the other side of the screen and I watched her tell you all. That was the day I had never felt so betrayed in my entire life. I never felt so betrayed in my whole life. But I wasn't going to stoop to her level and go into all her, sex lives like she does mine. Man, if I talked about hers, holy shit. But you know what? I'm not her. I'm not going to stoop to her level. I kept everything directly about the last 2 years. I kept it all directly about what she's done to this family. I kept it directly. And the only reason I showed that paper, one, she told me to. And two, you sent it to my house and asked me to commit a crime. You literally mailed it to my house and asked me to commit a crime. So I can show it if I want to. And did you notice how I didn't show the paper? Do you guys notice that? I didn't show the paper at first. I waved the paper in the air and I warned her of what that paper was. But I didn't show the paper. But you know what? When she decided to do what she did, I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this. Why am I going to protect someone that doesn't give a fuck about me? Now, I did it because I didn't trust her. And mentally, I don't know where she's at anymore, and I didn't trust what she would do if I showed that paper. But when I saw how mad she was just by showing the texts, I'm like, what do I have to lose? She's already lost her mind anyway. I don't think she's going to get any more mad. And she didn't. She told you my medical before I even showed the paper. Her showing my medical is what made me show the paper. I wasn't going to show it. Or I would have showed it in my live. I didn't show it. That is when I showed it. When I watched her betray me. Ultimately betray me. I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this. I never felt so betrayed in my entire life. Never. And the way she was so excited to tell you all. You're not going to find no police reports on me. I'm clean. Well, guess what? You've never been caught. Because Brittany let you off. Matt let you off. Mom let you off. Grammy let you off. Dad let you off. Donna let you off. We all let you off. None of us reported you. That's why. So you should think about when you say your clean record. You wouldn't have been if we pressed charges on you. You wouldn't have been. But your family, the piece of shit family, let you off. Yeah, that piece of shit family let her off. Yeah. We're so ugly, aren't we, guys? We're such a bad people, aren't we? You'll see me what's to number. Yeah, she will. No. That's how I know this isn't going to stop, you guys. Because it's what pays her bills. So, unfortunately, there is no end to this. But I don't care. It is what it is, you guys. Because I'm done with it. So. Oh, yeah. She stole from all her friends. She stole from everybody, Denise. Literally everybody. Just not as much as me. Stole from my dad here and there. Stole from my uncle here and there. Stole from my grandma here and there. No, not a decade straight like me. She got me the hardest because, again, I was the biggest enabler. Because she was with me every single day. Yeah, right. She pays her own bills, Tracy. Yeah, right. Then why do you drop your Cash App and all this? If you really paid all your own bills, then why are you dropping your Cash Apps and all this? Do you see me do that? You guys ask me all the time, Brittany, give me your Cash App. Brittany, give me your Venmo. Brittany, do you see it tagged? You don't think my money's affected every day she does this? You don't think I've lost business and clientele? Oh, I have. Oh, yes, I have. But you will never find me doing that. Never. And she said, oh, Matt pays her way. Really? Is that why I'm on here busting my ass? 8 hours a day making these bottles for everybody? Really? So I don't try to make a living for myself? Okay. All right. Whatever you say, Amanda. I need to wipe this down. Let them report. I don't care. Here's what's funny. I just don't get how people can be so naive. How can you be so fucking naive? How can these people be so dumb? Like, I don't get it. You know, take me out of the equation for just a moment, okay? Take me out for a minute. Just for a minute, please, people. Take me out, all right? I'm out of the equation, right? What's your excuse with what she did to Brandy? So, Brandy, she did the same thing to Brandy as she did to me, but I'm just some bad guy? I'm the bad guy? Then how is what she did to me the same thing she did to Brandy? Make that make sense, people. Make that make sense. If you want to think I'm the bad guy, then take me out for a minute. Tell me why she did the same thing to Brandy at X&O Cosmetics. Don't even try to tell me that does not prove it's her character. That proves it is her character. She did the very same thing to Brandy. She disclosed her medical, she bashed her, got online, shown text messages, blackmailed her. So what then, huh? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. If I'm the bad guy, then fucking take me out for a minute. Not this, no, the owner of X&O, not the Brandy in the comments. No, I never dry bag, never will. It's not in my bones. Exactly. Exactly, Mama Lou. Exactly. I was going to try to paint some of your guys' bottles today. It's just, I have to leave here in an hour, and my dad hurting has got the best of me today, you guys, and I'm sorry. I know, there is nothing to mediate here. I love how grown adults are getting involved. Grown adults. Why don't you go focus on your own family? You a grown adult, bro. Getting in between two sisters, it baffles my brain. Worry about yourself. That's what I have to say about it. Worry about you. I was supposed to paint the 3 bottles. I just, it really got to me this morning, and I'm sad for my dad, and I wouldn't have been able to concentrate today anyways, you guys. So we're gonna take tomorrow and step into tomorrow as a new day. And I will finish painting you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I'm leaving in an hour, and I won't be back till like 7 tonight. I'm gonna check on my dad. As of now, he's not going anymore because he's not feeling good. But I'm hoping if he somehow feels better, I'll get to see him tonight. Take the day to just really be there for my family, and I'll come back tomorrow and finish painting bottles. But I'm sorry, you guys. I know I was going to try to at least paint one of yours, but my mind's just not there. I have 3, Beverly. I have 3 to finish. Well, I have 3 to finish painting tomorrow and 1 more to start the following day. This is just really affecting my dad's health, you guys. It's really affecting him, and it's deteriorating his health. He's in bed, and he's sick, and he's just not doing well. And I will be the voice for him. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I will be the voice for him. They're supposed to be going to New York tomorrow. They're supposed to leave for Donna's birthday tomorrow. They're supposed to go to New York. And they sounds like they might be canceling their trip now because he's not healthy to go. So yours is going to be finished tomorrow, Angelina. You're the first one in line, babe. So I'll keep you guys posted, but it sounds like their trip is being canceled. And sounds like my dad won't be going tonight, my stepmom said. So it might just be me and her getting our nails done. And then sounds like our toes will be postponed to when he's feeling better. And I don't know when their trip will be postponed till. But my dad, he thinks a lot. My dad thinks a lot. When you think it's not affecting him, it really is. He makes you think it's not because he doesn't want to worry you. But he thinks about this a lot because it's his daughter. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Thank you, Angelina. He tells me that all the time. It's not my place to tell you his health issues, you guys. It's not my place. But What matters is that this is deteriorating him, is what matters. And he is so stressed out, it's not even funny. He's on the verge of the hospital. Let's just say that. And that nothing else matters. He's on the verge of it. So, if she continues after this, there's no hope left. Thanks, Amber. I will tell him. It's just sad. It's just disgusting. And she knows what she knows. And the fact that she's doing this, knowing that, is just fucking disgusting. It's gross. She knows what she knows. She knows what it'll do to him. And she wants it. She wants it to do it to him. She literally wants it. I know it will. It will make her happy, Mama Lou. But you know what? I know it will. You have it on the money. You do. You have it on the money. Trust me, you don't think I thought that? I did. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'll be a voice for him in hopes that maybe, just maybe, it will tug on her heart just a little bit to get him out of this equation. Oh, she'll say I'm making it all up, and oh, Brittany's making it up. I'm leaving a little bit of hope, and I'm doing it not for her. I'm doing it for my father. Trust me, I know this will make her happy. Believe me, do I know that? After what I watched her do to me and how happy it made her, believe me, do I know that? But I'm doing it with every last being in my body for my father. I'm doing it in hopes that just maybe, something will hit her heart for my father. Not for her, I'm not doing it for her, I'm doing it for him. That just maybe something will tug on her heart just to get him out of this equation. Just get him out. Get him out of it. I don't think it's going to happen, but if she has anything left of a heart, she'll leave him out. Because I can tell you what, Amanda, if something happened to him, you would never forgive yourself. Donna's got her blocked already. She's been blocked. She's been blocked. I know my dad doesn't because she texts him all the time. But she wonders why he doesn't respond. He doesn't respond because he is so tired of her playing the victim. Do you know, which I know you know this because she exposed the text messages. Everything is Brittany. Did you see? Brittany, Mom, Brittany talks shit about you and supporters. Mom, which is not true. Mom, Brittany talks shit about Brittany and supporters. Mom, Brittany talks shit about... Dad, don't you see what kind of daughter she is? Grammy, don't you see? She called you a drunk. Donna, Dad, Brittany admitted everything on social media. Don't you guys see it by the text she exposed? Everything is about Brittany. Every time she texts my father, it's about Brittany. Please, tell Brittany to stop. I'm getting death threats. Please, tell her to stop. But I thought I went to Mommy and Daddy to fight my battles. It sure seems like you are now. What are they going to tell me to stop? They're literally laughing like Brittany don't even do anything. Brittany's not even doing anything. You're the one that won't stop. He's like, if she wants to text me and say, Daddy, I'm sorry for what I've done to you. I'm going to work on myself. I'm sorry for hurting you. He would be there in a heartbeat. In a flash of a second, he would be there. He's not going to respond when all you do is text him about Brittany. And she lies. She's trying to get him to think that I'm teamed up with hate pages, she calls them. I'm teaming up with hate pages, and that's why she's getting death threats. Because I'm teaming up with bad people. You're making Dad think things about me that's not true. And you're never going to make them think I'm a bad person. I know you're trying, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. They know I'm not doing that. They know for a fact I am not doing that. They know for a fact I'm not doing that. You know, she tells you all that I'm trying to turn her family against her. No, she's turning them against me. And if you're smart, the text messages that she exposed proved it. Proved it. The text messages that she showed to my parents was every reason she was trying to turn my family against me. She literally told my mom that I talked shit about her. If that's not trying to turn me against my family, then I don't know what is. You are absolutely trying to turn my family against me. So the more you keep texting Dad about Brittany, I'm the victim, Brittany, he's not going to respond. Why would he respond? That is proving to him that you are no different. That is proving to him you're the same person you've been. Until you apologize and admit it, you're not getting a response. She knows how my father works. They are the type of people, pick up the fucking phone. My parents are not text message people. You have a problem with your family, pick up the phone, or you know where I live. Those are the kind of parents I have, and she knows it. She knows it. You know why she's only texting? Because she's hiding behind the screen. She knows she's busted. She knows she's caught. She knows she's been lying, and she's trying to hide behind the phone. She's trying to tug on my dad's heartstrings. Dad, you don't love me. You don't love me, Dad. You've always favored Brittany more than me. She's trying to tug on his strings is what she's trying to do. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Until she apologizes, she's not going to tug. Yeah, exactly. And on my grandma, exactly. It's not going to work. She's trying to tug on his strings, and it's not going to work. She's trying, though. She's trying real hard. And then she twisted my whole words. Told my family that I admitted to starting all this. No, I didn't. I didn't start it. Why would I admit something I didn't do? Exactly, Mama Lou. It's already taking so much out of him. Exactly. Trust me, you don't think he misses his baby girl? Oh, yes, he does. Oh, yes, he does. Oh, yes, he does. This is already hard enough for him, you know? Yep, you said that right. Thanks, Mama Lou, for praying for him. I appreciate that. It means more to me than you guys know. I know, and then exposes all their messages. Who does that? So you want to expose your father's messages and you think he's going to respond? He even told me, look, you guys, I'm not even going to say it because, no, it's not my place to say. But here's how I feel about it. So you're going to expose his messages and think you're going to get a response? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Why the fuck would somebody respond when we know it's going to be your next content video? You want us to respond so it can be your next content video. We are not going to be your next content video. Sorry. Why the fuck would we respond when you keep showing our text messages? Think about that, guys. Why in the world would they respond to that? So you can go show the world? So you can go show the world what they're saying? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, you know what I want? I just thought of right now? I'm going to have a brownie and ice cream. We're going to put our feelings on brownie and ice cream right now. I just forgot. I have a brownie. They sent me home with a brownie last night. Oh, we're going to eat that. We'll just eat away our feelings right now. It's called a blondie brownie. I've never heard of this before in my life. It is a brownie, and I just happen to have vanilla ice cream right now. I just happen to have, it's hard, but I think I'm going to try to microwave it, and then I'm going to try to put ice cream on it. Let's see. Let's see if this is going to be good. I forgot I have ice cream, you guys. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know how I just thought of this right now, but it sounds really freaking good. It sounds really freaking good. It just like came to me. I'm like, wait a minute. It sounds so good. Except, is it gonna, I don't think it's gonna get soft. It was hard when they gave it to me last night for dessert, and then they sent me home with it. It's a blondie on top, and a regular brownie on bottom, apparently. Oh, there it is. Now it's soft. Apparently, it's still not getting soft, though. It's still not getting soft, but maybe if we put the ice cream on it, it will.
Out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, I was thinking how I wanted something sweet because I've just been so bad lately. And then I'm like, wait a minute. They sent me home with a brownie last night. Let's put some ice cream on it. Here comes my dog. Here comes my dog. Don't judge me, guys. I know I'm a little oinker sometimes. I'm not denying that. I am a little oinker sometimes. And somehow I just don't gain the weight. Somehow I just don't get... But why won't it get soft, you guys? Why won't my freaking... Why won't it get soft, the brownie? Okay, Diamond, we're gonna go over here now. We're gonna go over here. Diamond, come on. We're not gonna... She puked on my carpet this morning. Yep. We put one of these under the vase, you guys. So it's standing kind of straight now. Okay, so it's a blonde. Who's had a blonde? Dolly. I was thinking about the snack in my mind as I was talking. It is it's really strong though. It's like, it's called Blondie on top. What is that? Is that just a white brownie or what? Anybody know what a Blondie is? There. That went down the wrong pipe. Whoa. Whoa. I don't eat all junk food. Trust me, Matt. Matt loves to cook. He makes sure I eat good. Just whoa, that went down the wrong pipe. But what is it? Is it a cookie? What's the blonde part? Whoa. Whoa. They sent me home with it last night. And I just happened to have ice cream at home. Whoa, that went down the wrong pipe. They sent me home with this. And the ice cream I already had. It's all crunchy though. Oh, so it's kind of like a cookie. Okay. I just out of nowhere, I'm like, we're going to get dessert. That's because in my mind, I was really thinking about it already. To you guys, it seemed sudden, but to me, it wasn't. Here's another thing for you guys. When she says I body shame her, how could I? Look how I eat. How could I body shame somebody when I eat the same way? And if she gains weight, I'm no one to talk because I can't gain weight to save my life. I'm skinny. So why would I body shame somebody when, look at me.
Why in the world would I body shame somebody for doing something, the same thing I do? Make that make sense. I forgot I had a brownie, Natasha. I forgot I had it. It seems sudden to you, Natasha, but I was already thinking about it. Oh my God. Now that I think about it, I did do that, huh? I don't even remember what the sentence was now. Here, I hear you growling. Here you go. What was I saying? I don't even remember. What was I saying? I really was mid-sentence, huh? Well, this is rich, though. Woo! I'm not a big chocolate person. I don't play with my sweets. I don't play. I know, Amber. Oh my God. Stop it. I'm terrible, you guys. Me too, Donna. It's hard to gain weight. And here's the thing. A lot of you might say, oh, I wish I could gain weight. I'll trade spots with you. Just as much as you want to lose is as much as we want to gain. I think she looks great. I think she looks great. I wish I gained weight. I wish I could gain weight. And here's what's funny. In her video, she was talking about how I never judge her and she's the most comfortable with me and Brittany loves me with weight. And she played that. So why would I body shame you if you've always been comfortable with me? I've always told you I love you with some weight on you. Why the fuck would you think otherwise? She has been body shaming me. Saying how unhealthy I look and yeah. Talking about how unhealthy I look and yeah. Don't even go there with me, dude. Trust me. I wish I could gain. See, this part's hard though. Wow, this is rich, this part. Whoa. Here at 38. I wish I could gain weight. I really wish I could. And she knows that about me. That's what makes me so mad. Hospitalized? No. What are you talking about? Hospitalized when? What? Hospitalized? The fuck is she talking about? What? When? Here, Diamond, this is all you're getting. Here. You're done, girlfriend. When? I've never had a blondie in my life until last night. I need to wipe this down. When did she say she was hospitalized? What? And I had to eat that before Matt got home because I had to hide it from him last night so I could eat it today. Because
I knew he was going to eat that. I knew he was going to eat that. This thing's cute, isn't it, guys? It's long. And it ties. It's so funny because it's like, she says that, like, I have a tummy. You know, like, she says I'm so skinny. I'm really not. Like, I have a tummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I did just eat, but I'm not that thin. I'm thin, but I'm not that thin. Well, I can't answer something that I don't know. You know what I mean? If she said it since we haven't been talking, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I haven't been in her life to know. I could tell you what I think, but I don't actually know. And I didn't care. How could I care if I didn't know? Here's the thing, okay? I gotta get off in 10 minutes. Here's the thing. She thinks that because she went on live to tell you all that I was gonna somehow know. I didn't know. If that really is what happened and she was hospitalized, don't you think you should call your parents? Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm in the hospital. I'm not good. Don't you think we would be there? But no, you want to cry about it online and then think we're going to come to your beck and calling. I don't watch you to know. Only recently, I've been watching on the pages that stream her to see what she's been saying about me because it's gotten really bad. I've never watched her up until this point, except the clips people would send me. So how am I supposed to know you were hospitalized? No, I don't watch you like you think. If you think saying you were hospitalized is going to get back to me, then shame on you. Because I had no idea. If that's really what happened, how am I supposed to know? How the hell am I supposed to know? Well, if she texted my dad, if she said, I'm in the hospital, she didn't say that. No, she didn't. If she would have said, Dad, I'm in the hospital, he would have came. Now, I'll tell you why he wouldn't believe it. Because she lies a lot. She lies a lot for attention. A lot. So, depending how she worded it, like I just got out of the hospital, or I don't know. However she might have worded it, yeah, he probably thought she was lying. Because she lies a lot for attention. It's always poor me. She will say anything to make you feel sorry for her. But if she said, Dad, I'm in the hospital right now, he would have been there in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. There would have been nothing as a father that would have stopped him from going. So when you all sit there and say, shame on your parents, unconditional love, they have been doing unconditional love. They have been doing unconditional love. They've been dealing with it a lifetime. So don't even go there with, oh, your parents should be ashamed of themselves. That's what people have been telling me lately. Your parents should be ashamed of themselves. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. Why the fuck should they allow this? They've allowed it their whole life. Why should they continue to keep allowing it? No. Now, if she would have said, exactly, boy who cried girl, thank you, Kirsten. If she would have said I'm in the hospital, nothing she could say would stop any father from being there. Clearly, she didn't say she was in the hospital because obviously then she wasn't. If you were really in the hospital, then you would text your father and say, I'm in the hospital, and he would be there. But if you didn't do that, then of course he's not going to believe you. And if you didn't do that, then either A, it didn't really happen, or B, and you were making him feel sorry for you, or B, you never told him when you were there. What did it say? Did it say, I'm in the hospital? What did it say? What did it say? I saw that, Mama Lou, when you posted that. That's fucking nuts. Exactly. She's definitely watching. She's definitely watching my page. Promise you that. She watches my every move. She watches my every move. No, she does need tough love. Okay, so you guys tell me what they said.
So you guys are saying that she said, I'm in the hospital, Dad, and Dad ignored her. I find that hard to believe. And if he did, well, that's like Kirsten said, the boy who cries wolf. When you lie for attention all the time, when something really happens, no one's going to believe you. Oh, she's got to go out. Hold on, let me get the thing, you guys. Hold on. Then nobody's going to believe you. Hold on, guys. Then nobody's going to believe you. But I find that hard to believe. You know, my dad would be there in a heartbeat, dude. In a heartbeat. That would never stop my father. If you're in danger and you're hurt and nothing's happening, there is nothing that will come in between my father from being there. My father will be there in a heartbeat. Just like he was there for us when we got clean. Just like he was there for everything else, you know? She's just making it seem like something it's not. Hold on, wait, Diamond. Wait. You're pulling me. Wait. Hold on. She's so impatient. I forgot. I gotta take her out. Go. Go, Diamond. Okay, hold on. Read Susan's comment. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, you gotta go potty, baby. Mommy's gotta go. Oh, my lungs, you guys. Being hospitalized and going to the ER are two different things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Now, did we know that she was going to the doctor for blood work? Yes. There was a time, I don't remember how long ago this was, but while all this was happening, something about she was going to lose her feeling, and she felt like something when hot water would touch her. It felt like needles when hot water was touching her, and she was going to lose feeling in her legs or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly. And she was going to get blood work at the hospital. So if that's what you're saying is hospitalized, Amanda, you were not hospitalized, okay? You went to get blood work, okay, that Scott went with you for, which was our uncle. You went to get blood work done. You were not hospitalized. That is very different, okay? Like Susan just said, or Amber just said. Going to the hospital to get blood work and being hospitalized are two different things. Now, Amanda's going to tell you she's being hospitalized, but really she was just getting blood work. Now okay, do you guys remember the time when she told you all that I told everybody she was lying? Natasha, do you guys remember that? Do you remember? Yesterday she said, or the other day, I was really sick, and Brittany told you all I made it up. Brittany told you I made it up. Come on, Diamond, I gotta go, baby. Come on. Let's go. Make sure you don't get poopy on Mommy's new rug. Look how pretty it is in here now. We did this on live yesterday. We just have to get one more thing for up there. We're going to go shopping this week. We got to get one more thing for up there. And then I took a couple things from the living room, so I got to go buy some new things to replace the living room. Come on, let's go, baby. Mommy's got to go. Up. Let's go. Up. Come on, let's go. We got to go check your butt now. We got to go check your butt. Hold on a second, guys. We got to go check her butt. Hold on. Because she's an oldie schmick oldie now. Huh? Small oldie schmick oldie. Come here. Mommy's going to check your butt. Mommy's going to check your butt. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. You don't got poopy on you. You don't got poopy. You don't got poopy on you. You don't got poopy. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We did it on live yesterday. We did it live. Mimi. Yeah, the only thing is we're going to go shopping probably
Hey, you licking your ass on my new rug? Hey, get off of there. Diamond. Let's go. Over here. Get off my rug. Come on. Come on. You're not going to lick your ass on my new rug, dude. Come on. Come here. You need to go lick your ass somewhere else. You are not going to lick your ass on my new rug, girl. Hell no, you're not. You probably just got poop on my rug. You just got poopy on my new rug. I know you're the one that got poop on my makeup rug. My makeup room rug, I know she pooped on it. Or not pooped on it, but I know she wiped her ass on it. I'm giving her meds real quick to get her off my rug. Diamond, seriously, go wipe your ass somewhere else. Do not put it on mommy's new rug. Do not. She went and sat down and started licking her ass on my rug. Go somewhere. Dude, there's poop on my makeup room rug. And I just found another one last night. Which means that she wipes her butt on my rug. But anyway, as I started to say, tomorrow, since we were supposed to paint the bottles today, I'll finish painting those 3 tomorrow because I have 3 to finish and 1 to start. Yeah, exactly. Made it to Ulta today. Like, so I'm gonna have to finish that. And then, I think either if we finish them tomorrow, then we'll either go to the at-home store or the next day, what would that be, Wednesday? On Wednesday, we're going to go to the at-home store. I got to get one more thing for up there. I was going to get that clock for $35, but I'm like, let's go to a thrift store. See if we can find something cheaper, because I feel like that's just not worth it for a little clock, a little 7-inch clock. If I can't find anything else, then I'll get it. But in order to finish that bookshelf, I had to take a couple things from the living room bookshelf. So now I need to replace what I took. Because I went and bought new stuff for this bookshelf that I just showed you right here in the dining room. But then I was a couple things short. So I went and took the other bookshelf stuff. So now I have to replace those things. But yeah, it looks really good in here. Minus my shoes by the door. So we went ahead and put one of those shims in to go ahead and put the pot up straight. This is how it turned out. So everything's new. Everything on the bookshelf is new. I just need something for up there. The curtains are new. The rod is new. That I've had. That I've had too, but I just replaced it. That I just got yesterday. The rug is new. Everything's pretty much new. Except the middle piece on the table. And then the table cover I just replaced. Same color. But it came out really pretty. I'm trying. I know I've been living here for 6 months, you guys. But, you know, it's expensive to be able to decorate a whole house. We came from an apartment. And we didn't have the money to just decorate the whole house, you know. So we've been having to go room by room. We finally finished the makeup room, which I'll show you guys for anybody that's new. The bottles are $60, girl, because they're custom. This is finally done. This is finally done. It's a little messy. Like that doesn't belong. That doesn't belong. That's the finished perfume bottle. It's kind of messy. I gotta fix it. That's all the bottles of your guys's. But this is the room that I did. This is the room that I did. And then this is my vanity. This needs to be hung back up in the bathroom. I just washed them. These and these I just washed. So it's a little messy in here right now, but I just wanted to show you guys. Like that we made. That I made. This I made.
This I made. This I made. This I made. This I made. Came out really cute though. Here's the bottle I made mine. Here's the one I made myself. So my room took a long time, you guys. Took me a long time to do this room, but she's finally done. She's finally done. She's finally done. There she is. This is the poopy rug. This is the rug Diamond got poopy on. Look at, I found another stain, you guys, look. Tell me this doesn't look like shit. Tell me that does not look like poop. Look at that. And look at, I found another one last night. Tell me that's not ass stains. Look, I found another one last night. That's poop stains. Oh, thank you, girl. I just got me a little thingy. Yeah, tell me that doesn't look like poop. Yeah, looks like shit. But yeah, that's the maker room I've been working really hard on. A lot of DIY projects. Like the slipper basket I didn't just show you. That was a DIY too. The bouquet table. Perfume stand. Flower hat box. Perfume bottle. Hand mirror. What else? There's a lot of DIY in there. But it's finally done. That's gotta be poop, right? It looks like poop streaks. She must have put her butt down. She had to have. What? Rayanne, what else would that be? What else would that be? And I just found the second stain last night. That was, I didn't see that one before. So I have to go try to get the poop off. She gets her anal glands removed. Or expressed, whatever. She's just getting old, so it like gets stuck to her somehow. That's why I check her every day. But somehow it gets missed or something. I don't know. But now that the dog food feeder is right here underneath this table now, she's getting slobber and water all over the new kitchen rugs because the feeder is sitting right next to the rugs now. But there's nowhere else to put the feeder. No, I think it's when she just comes in from going outside and then somebody forgets to check her butt and then she goes to sit down to lick her ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, poop from my dog. Because you guys know how every time I bring her in, I'm like, let me check her butt. We got to go tell Matt. We didn't know that one was there last night. I just saw it this morning. We gotta go tell Matt to smell that one. I think it's just on her butt and she goes to sit down. Oh, fuck. We're gonna tell Matt he was sliding his butt. Oh, fuck. But yeah, that room has been a project. It's been so fun. We finally finished it, though. But anyways, as I was saying, you guys, Amanda has been saying, like, oh, I was hospitalized and Brittany told everybody I made it up. No, that's not hospitalized. Just because you went and got blood work does not mean you were hospitalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, she takes a little bit of the truth and she runs with it. We all know that. We're going to call Matt and ask him is what we're going to do. So, anyways, guys, I got to hit the road. I got to go to my appointment. I'm going to pray and hope I see Daddy. But I love you guys. I'll keep you posted. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I have to hit the road. Remember, if I don't see you later, which I probably will, we'll finish painting tomorrow. If we have time, we'll go shopping to finish that. If not, we'll go the following day. But we're definitely